You only call us to protect you. Now, I don't like getting into this subject because it really upsets me and lets me know how evil the people are we're fighting are. I mean, it just blows me away. But New York Post, you name it, they're all reporting. New York prostitution ring provided minors for wealthy elitist clients, including bankers, politicians, and lawyers. So for 5 years, the Internal Affairs / Anti-Corruption Bureau was trying to stop them running kids. There were some decent cops who were like, well, letting prostitution go on is one thing, but kids, no. Look at that alleged piece of crap. Anyway, she is on record. She is on record. And put her back on screen if you can. In these tapes they have going, I own the police, I own the judges and the top politicians. Well, you bet. I mean, whenever a governor or somebody gets out of line, they release who their hookers are. Well, this is underage. This is young people. This is children. This is minors. And she was bragging, but we'll see what comes of this. We'll see if she ends up dying like a D.C. madam who was just, involved in regular prostitution, which I think should be decriminalized. I don't think it's moral or good. It's degrading, but making it illegal just makes it underground and lets the government control it behind the scenes through black market and really lets women be abused by their government, police, pimps in most cases. That's who most of the whore handlers are. Here in Austin, living here now for 20 years, I've seen 5 or 6 times they bust police commanders running most of the whores. But side issue, you make it underground, you let the corrupt control it. That's the way it works. But the kid thing, when they're convicted, I want these people executed. Executed. I want child abusers, child pervs to know that you do stuff like this. You go after little kids, you are dead. But let's go through some of those articles for people. Hot mama in kink link to rich DA. And it goes through here. It's just buried, the whole underage angle. But there's one of the articles. Pedophile warned he would attack again. Outrage after trial hears of how man begged to be locked away for life, was given his freedom within 3 years. Well, because the system takes care of their own. Woman, judge ran sex ring that killed boy, age 5, London Telegraph. And we just go over year after year of these. Police officials ordered murder, says serial killer. There's all these cases of them delivering the kids to the elites. Overwhelming evidence points to murder of D.C. madam. And she told me, that she was being threatened, but that she would never commit suicide. FBI to reopen case against sex offender friend of Prince Andrew. Duke may be forced to claim diplomatic immunity to avoid questioning. How does a duke in their country declare diplomatic immunity? That's just royal immunity. They call it diplomatic immunity. The globalists say, I'm immune. And we go, oh, you are. They had cases in Sweden and other places where they did this, where they found the little kids in cages, government kidnapped. They're like, diplomatic immunity. How about immunity to scum? Oh, but I know that's radical. It's radical. So we've got that report. Here's another report on it. Yes, there we go. Just more and more and more and more articles. Homosexual prostitution inquiry snares VPs with Reagan Bush. Callboys took midnight tours of the White House. This was back in 1989. Then it happened again with Bush Jr. kissing men on the head at press conferences who it turned out were male madams and porn stars. I mean, they kiss in public, and I'm an extremist to cover it. And my point is, what they do with consenting adults is their issue. But the fact is they're being blackmailed with all this. That's the issue. You understand that? Stay away from people's children. Tell you, the Texas Youth Commission, state allows this stuff to go on with the kids that are grabbed. And you know what? It's time for justice to be served against these people. These are a bunch of globalist scum, enemies of every free human out there. All right, racing through the news ahead of the John Rappaport interview.